So we're going to go over the skills that we have covered with Miss Cookie. So we've just been utilizing her food here as her treat. And this first exercise that we're going to go over is called Relax on a Mat. And what we're looking for from our little cookie is that she comes on over to the mat and good, gives us a nice relaxed body posture. So a sit is great. But what we'd really like is for her to come on over to the mat and give us a down. And just like that. Nice job, sweetie, and relax. So this exercise, we've never given her a command on what to do during this exercise. She's done this purely on her own accord. And the reason that we want to have her do it on her own accord is because we want her to be able to relax all on her own. This is actually a way to cultivate emotional intelligence, is allowing my pup to put herself in a relaxed body positioning. The only thing additionally that we could ask from her is for her to rest her little chin down on the mat. Would be I'm in even more of a relaxed body posture. But we can utilize this one for, let's say, a sound that gets her wound up. We could do relax on a mat and then Google a sound on our phone. If it was a doorbell or a dog barking, um, or any additional sound, then what we could do is play the sound and then give her a treat, play the sound and give her a treat, and just have her hang out and relax as we've got this additional stimulus going on. Hey Curtis, will you turn that game down, bud? And um, that will help her to relax. So um, if it's a physical stimulus and something that she sees, then what you can do is do relax on a mat like this. She hangs out on her mat in like a nice relaxed body posture. And then she sees whatever the stimulus is. So if it was a garbage truck, or a car driving by, or another dog, or a bicycle, those are pretty common things that can get your pup wound up, then do it from inside of your patio or your front door to where she can see out the front door but isn't immediately next to it, and then do it on your patio, outside, and then closer in the front yard, and then a little bit closer. Um, Usually you can take it, in 5 feet increments at a time, and just get closer and closer to the stimulus over time to help her to relax and realize that whatever that stimulus is not that big of a deal, and this relaxed body posture is sending a signal to her brain that we're okay. We can get through this. This isn't that big of a deal. So next, what we've been going over is a lot of name games. I know we had spoken about working on name games, and what we're going to do here is scoop up our mat. Is I'm simply going to um, take this treat, drag it up towards my face, and I'm going to say our pup's name here. So I'm going to say Cookie. As soon as she gives me some good eye contact, then I'm going to click at that moment. Cookie. Good girl. Then I'm going to do it without dragging it up. Cookie. She gives me some good eye contact. Very good. And we can even play with her on this one. Take her treats out here. Cookie. She's got to come back and make eye contact even though she's interested in the treats. That one's very challenging. So I love to stick with Cookie. Good. If we need to get some good eye contact, you can pull your treats up towards your face, or even take your non-treat hand, drag it up towards your face. That's fine. Ideally, Cookie. She looks at us without any additional luring, but if we need that, that's fine and dandy. Cookie, sit. Cookie, sit. So I'm not going to clicker her for that, but I'm actually going to give her a treat. She gave me a down. She's trying. Let's give her another shot. So we can lure her if we need her to, if we need to. Cookie, sit. She has been doing this on our mat. Sometimes I have had dogs that are more apt to give you a sit or a down when they've got something more comfortable. That's fine. Let's give her another shot. Cookie, sit. Yep. So that's what she was doing for me before. She just wanted something more comfortable to sit on. So working on a sit, as soon as her butt hits the floor, then you click her that moment. Cookie, down. Good girl. So with her down, as soon as her elbows hit the floor is when she's done and down. Another exercise, touch. We put our hand out. She's going to bump our hand with her nose. So that's a great one for getting your pup's attention and getting a position where they need to be. You simply put your hand out, tell them touch, they come up and bump your hand with their nose. So lastly, we put a lot of emphasis on our recall. So what we're going to do here, Grace, can you come in and help me real quick? Can you grab a spoon? So we're going to do some recall. So we're simply using our treats in our recall on this one. And so we just simply say, Cookie come, and she'll come back and forth between Grace and I. So perfect, that's perfect right there, Grace. So you want to take a little spoon? Perfection. Cookie, come. Good girl.
Cookie, come.
Just wait till she finishes her treats. Okay, she's good.
Cookie, come.
So Grace, take a couple steps forward. Just stop there. Okay.
Cookie, come.
So get crouched down for her.
Cookie, come.
Cookie, come. Good girl. You need some more? So we're simply having Cookie come back and forth. You can start to gain more and more distance. You do like half of that. Gain more and more distance as she gets more and more comfortable. But we just want to create a positive experience when she's doing some recall. So you can get her, Grace.
Cookie, come.
Good job, Grace. Try again. She's
Cookie,
getting.
come.
Grace, why don't you take a couple steps forward? That's okay. She's getting a little distracted.
Go, good girl.
Cookie, come. Good girl. So that's a good job, Grace. Thank you. So, so what we're looking for on that one is just doing some recall where she's coming back and forth, and she's getting treats when she's coming back and forth. You can start to gain more and more distance from one another. And honestly, we've got some pups that are inside right now. It's kind of breezy outside, so everybody wanted to come in. So it actually increases the difficulty. When we were actually working without other dogs in the room to make it easier for her. And you will have the added benefit of Django having a solid recall as well, so that can even help Cookie to work recall, and if Django's having a tough time, Cookie doing excellent recall can reinforce Django. But the additional difficulty of having other pups in the room is something I'm actually pretty proud of in her little session today, that she's able to come back and forth even though she's got the additional distraction of these other dogs in the room. So the only thing you do to make it more difficult is just get further and further away and work in different environments. So I like to go inside and then into the backyard and then into the front yard and then into a park. And when I take a dog in the front yard or to a park, what I like to do is put them on a long leash so that they're safe. And one thing that's great that Grace is doing here is when you're training your pup, it's great to give them some love and affection and let them know that they're doing the right thing. She's super affection motivated. And so if you noticed, even in the training session, she gave Cookie a treat and then also gave her some affection. And that can even help with when you're breaking away from using treats every time, then you can give her affection, so she doesn't need to treat every single time. And then lastly, as far as her potty training is concerned, We are, if she has an accident inside, what we do is we take her, we put her in her crate for 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and then give her a opportunity to go outside. We take her out, and then she goes potty. When she does, we reward that, give her a treat, give her a big exciting extravaganza. I usually say, "Yay, good girl, Cookie," and pet her, and cultivate that positive association with going potty outside. And after she's gone potty, then she's free to run around inside. And right now, with a young pup at her age, if she's got about an hour free to an hour and a half, even is really stretching it, then at that point, then I'll give her the last half hour in her crate regardless. And if you don't want to put her in a crate at about an hour and a half, then I would take her outside and give her a shot to go potty, at which point that she can have some more free time. But if you really want to continue to stretch that time, you can go to an hour, max an hour and a half, and then put her in a crate. She's doing an excellent job not having accidents in the crate. So the reason behind the crate is it's just a safe zone that she's going to be less inclined to have an accident. So yeah, she's getting up sometimes during the night still. We want to continue to increase her bladder control, but with a pup this young and when they're so small, they've got to go out more frequently. So that's all well and good. And we're training Django to go potty training as well at this point anyway. So she's doing well on her potty training and her training. She did a great job too. So always a pleasure to see Miss Cookie, and can't wait to see her again.